looking to throw. It's Raiola. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Tight end getting vertical. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Bottle little time, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to Johnson. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got a man, it's Hunter. Oh, out of space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
A little screen to the running back. It's a running room. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They're going to run it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the
if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To the air, it's Miami. Quarterback extends the play. Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Out of the shotgun on third down. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mayava. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's in open space downfield. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
There he goes. Oh, crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
On the move, it's Jordan. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. You find my matchup, you get it to him, let him do the rest.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Huskers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He'll try to do it himself. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Nebraska! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive, with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And the Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's going to run it. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He's got the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They'll throw it from the red zone. On a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Trying to barrel in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second and goal for this offense. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pressure coming. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Maiava. Looking left. It's complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
Man, just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
The throw. This time it's complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds the tight end. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this second and short. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Right on target this time. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The give as they work on that clock. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Down to 35, he's got room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the 1st down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
With the catch, it's Lemon. Made a defender miss. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for room. It's Sanders. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit.
And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right